from Nebraska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 News at 5.
Coming up tonight, an update on the wildfires in the Panhandle.
Plus, I sit down one-on-one with a candidate for Nebraska governor. But first,
I think at a young age, there's a place for football, even contact football, again, as long as it's coached in the right way.
How safe is it when your child gets hit on the football field? Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Football season is in full swing at all levels.
and that, of course, includes the youth level. When is it safe for your kids to start playing tackle football? Channel 8's Yosef Nasser looked into it. He joins us now with more in our top story. Yosef.
Good evening, Rod and Megan. It's not so much about when is the right age to start playing tackle. One kid at 10 might be more physically prepared to play than another who's 12. The more important thing is that kids are coached in a safe manner at the youth level.
The greatest segment of the population that plays football are youth under high school age.
Dr. Thane Muntz says youth football players, youth meaning kids younger than high school age, account for 57% of all football players in the country. It's the reason he and a team of researchers embarked on the First Down Project, a multi-year study examining head impact exposure in 7th and 8th grade players.
What we found is that middle school players incurred about half as many impacts in a single season as did high school players.
Correspondingly, Muntz says high school players incur half as many impacts as college players. Nate Newhouse, the director of football with the Nebraska School Activities Association, says he's seen a big shift in terms of player safety in his 11 years in the role.
Certainly with regards to the helmet-to-helmet contact and the concussion data, the game is now safer than it's ever been.
Newhouse says coaching proper fundamentals plays a huge role in keeping kids safe at the youth level. This includes things like body positioning, tackling angles, and pursuit angles as opposed to just hitting as hard as you can.
That needs to be the focus of attention at the young ages, not just lining up and doing these, the old Oklahoma drill.
The NSAA has teamed up with Huddle to show officials and coaches examples of correct tackling and blocking techniques. So when's the right age for kids to start playing tackle football?
There isn't a specific age, but it is, again, a conversation that needs to take place with parents and children and perhaps even your physician and others in the league.
If you do consider getting your son or daughter involved in competitive football at a young age, you really want to vet the organization. Are they teaching the game? Are they teaching the fundamentals? Or is it all about winning a championship and winning the playoffs?
One says one of the best things you can do as a parent is just be involved, whether it's coaching your kid's youth team or just being an active presence on the sidelines at games or practices. Your involvement goes a long way in making sure kids are safe when playing.
You bet. All right. Thank you very much, Yosef.
Now to the latest crime news. 36-year-old Lee Peterwright is sentenced up to 17 years in jail. Lincoln police say his ex-wife found out he put a camera in her teenage daughter's bedroom. Last December, the mother found explicit photos and videos of her daughter on his Twitter. She says he was sharing them with other users and telling them how he hid the camera and touched her at night while she slept.
Take a look at this. A Lincoln police car is likely totaled after an SUV drove into it twice. The police officer actually was able to get out before the second hit. A man was driving through lawns near Northwest 7th and West Dawes. Now, the 61-year-old driver was arrested. Police say he may have ingested a substance.
Hey, here's some good news for you. The U.S. Department of Education named 5 Nebraska schools as 2021 National Blue Ribbon Schools. Among those include Lux Middle School here in Lincoln. 3 others were from Omaha and 1 in Fort Calhoun. National Blue Ribbons are based on academic performance and closing achievement gaps among students.
Well, are you enjoying the weather? Our fall-like feel out there continues. Here's meteorologist John Dissauer with more.
Yeah, pretty nice day around the area. Temperatures into the 70s this afternoon. Feeling a little more like early October as compared to middle September. We've got some clouds around the area starting to build back in. You can see the view right now from Greenwood along I-80 looking off to the west, and then from Fairfield looking off to the east. And if you look closely, you may even see a couple little light showers out in the distance. I'll show you those in just a moment. Temperature-wise, we're right about where we were yesterday, if not maybe a degree or two warmer. It's 73 degrees right now in Lincoln, 72 in Beatrice, 71 in Grand Island, 70 Hastings, and only 67 in Kearney as well as in Columbus. Look back out to the west, you can see relatively nice temperatures throughout the entire state, mid 60s to lower 70s. You can see some of the clouds that are popping up on the visible satellite imagery right now. I'll change it over to the radar, and you can see there are a couple of isolated showers and even a little thunderstorm just off to the east of York. These have all sprung up within the last 45 minutes or so. They're diving off to the southeast. Once the sun sets this evening, those will go away, as will the clouds, and that's going to set us up for a very chilly night tonight. 63 degrees by 8, down to 58 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. We'll talk about just how cold it gets tonight. Just a little hint, could be the coldest morning in over or nearly 4.5 months. We'll tell you how low it gets in just a few minutes.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, John. And tonight we also have a great update on the wildfires in the Panhandle. The fire southwest of Scotts Bluff is reportedly 100% contained after burning 3,600 acres. And the fire south of Crawford is 65% contained with 5,400 acres burned. Some resources are even now getting to go home.
The roof of the Superdome in New Orleans caught on fire this afternoon. A power washer was being used on the roof there and it overheated. Crews were preparing the roof to be painted. One worker had minor burns. The good news, the fire didn't damage the integrity of the stadium.
Lava is still heading to the sea today as a new vent blew open on the mountainside in La Palma off the coast of Africa. The lava has been moving downhill since Sunday's volcanic eruption and is gradually approaching the island's densely populated coastline. Around 6,000 people have been evacuated and nearly 200 homes damaged so far. Back to Nebraska news now. Senators say redistricting for the state is quite the task.
And if the committee does not present a plan by the end of this week, it could impact how and when you vote.
So what's going to happen now in order for us to get it done this week is we're going to have to take a little bit from A and a little bit from B and come up with map C. I do think that there is definitely room for cooperation.
The state's redistricting committee is at a stalemate, disagreeing on how the legislative map and congressional map should be set. Senator Carol Blood, who you just heard from, says if a clearer plan is not in the works by Saturday, the speaker will shut down the committee session, pushing the decision to January. And she says that will create a negative domino effect for Nebraskans.
I could see the primary elections getting pushed back somewhat because of that, but we'll see. It would be uncharted territory for Nebraska. We hope we don't have to go down that road. The ideal thing would be is to get this thing resolved this week.
Senator Tom Breese says it's a tough job as all 49 senators have different opinions on how the legislative map should look. Coming up at 6 o'clock, we're going to tell you more about what senators are fighting about. All right, now to the manhunt for Bryant Laundrie, the only person of interest in the Gabby Petito case.
The FBI has now officially confirmed Petito's body was found in Wyoming, and investigators are searching his parents' home. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest.
While officials await the results of the autopsy of the body believed to be Gabby Petito, police in Florida renewing the search for her boyfriend and person of interest, Bryant Laundrie, who is still missing. The FBI executing a court-authorized search warrant at Laundrie's parents' home in North Point, removing possible evidence and towing his Ford Mustang from the driveway. Laundrie's parents told police last Friday they hadn't seen their son for 3 days, saying he drove that Mustang to a nearby nature reserve and never returned. Questions now about why authorities didn't question Laundrie before he disappeared.
The authorities wanting to be careful not to be seen as only looking at one person when there's a trial later. Search warrant, you have to have evidence of probable cause of a crime at the place you want to go search.
Laundrie had been on a cross-country road trip with Gabby, returning home without her on September 1st, but she wasn't reported missing for another 10 days. As police searched for Laundrie, a newly released 911 call painting a different picture of an altercation between the couple on August the 12th.
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
He was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Despite that, witnesses claims Petito seen here on police body camera footage telling officers she was the aggressor.
What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
In the police report, responding officers saying that incident seemed to be less of a domestic dispute and more of a mental/emotional health break. The officer separating the couple for the night. And the FBI is still asking the public for help in this investigation, saying no detail is too small. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And still ahead on the news tonight.
I sit down one-on-one with a candidate for Nebraska's governor. That story coming up next.
Is your heart focused on
Are entering the race for Nebraska governor as Pete Ricketts' term ends next year.
And as we get closer to next spring's primaries, we want to introduce you to the candidates. I interviewed Republican Jim Pillin. Here's some of that. Jim, thank you so much for taking time to speak to us and, of course, the Nebraska voters.
Thanks for having me, Rod.
Well,
looking forward to our visit.
You bet. And we're going to talk about a variety of things. A lot of people know you as an NU regent. You've been there for 9 years as a regent. And there's X amount of people who have no idea who you are. So in your words, who's Jim Pillin?
Oh gosh, I think maybe for voters, the easiest thing is to say I'm a Christian conservative Republican. I'm a fiscal conservative. My story, I think, is relevant in those terms. A lot of people say they are, and there's a difference between saying it and living it and doing it. I grew up, I'm a lifetime Nebraskan. Suzanne and I have been married for 42 years. We have 4 children, and we have 7 grandbabies. And that's the most important part of everything. I grew up on a farm in the 60s, west of a little town called Platte Center in Platte County. Had 2 dreams, wanted to be a veterinarian and I wanted to be a football player, and I got to be really, really fortunate to do both.
And you played for the Huskers.
And I got to play for the Huskers, got to play for Coach Osborne.
You made the news this summer and got some people riled up with your views on critical race theory. You opposed the teaching of it here in Nebraska, preferring instead that teachers and professors focus on facts and what you said, common sense Nebraska values. You called CRT, which examines the history and impact of systemic racism in the U.S., as divisive and anti-American. In fact, you came up with a resolution that did not pass. Why? What's your thoughts on this?
Well, the bottom line, I think what's really important is for people to take time and read about critical race theory. And as Nebraskans have incredible support and lots of thankfulness for coming forward and getting the genie out of the bottle, if you will. Critical race theory is really simple. It's a theory that some are trying to make into a belief that says the majority race oppresses the minority races, and that the things such as capitalism and the American dream are all for naught, and that everybody's treated the same. So really, really important that we have Nebraskans understanding it and keeping the conversation alive.
Well, and you had a lot of people that came out and argued the other side of it, of why it should be taught in our schools. And just to be clear, your 2 cents is it should not be taught in K through 12, but when it comes to universities, it should be an option for students to take a course on it or study it, correct?
That's correct. It was mischaracterized that I totally was opposed. It's an option, so the key is for students to have that option. The other is that it's not taught, that it's debated.
Well, and I want your 2 cents on this, because a couple of CRT, I guess, experts at Old Dominion said, quote, when in actuality it's a tool for understanding why we can see so many inequalities across systems. Studying CRT can spark emotion, but recognizing how racism has endured throughout history is necessary to advance justice and equity. You do not agree with that?
I would say that when people start talking about studying history through CRT, that's mischaracterized. It's an opinion, and there's no history in CRT.
And that's just a piece of our 20-minute interview. We're going to hit other topics of that with Jim coming up at 6 and 10 o'clock tonight. We'll also include them on our website, klkntv.com.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with Chief Meteorologist John Dinosaur.
This kind of day will get you in the mood for fall, and we will likely see some cooler temperatures coming tomorrow as well. A beautiful look right now from our exclusive camera at Allo Communications looking off to the southwest. You can try to see a little bit of vertical development in a few of these clouds. We are starting to see a couple of showers beginning to develop. They're isolated right now, mainly to the west of Lancaster County, which I'll show you in just a moment. Temperature-wise, very comfortable outside. Upper 60s, lower 70s being reported now across the capital city. To our south, it's 72 in Beatrice. It's 70 right now in Fairbury. 68 degrees right now in York, and 68 degrees in Central City, and a bit cooler out towards Kearney and up towards Columbus, where it's currently 67 degrees. Temperatures, or I should say dew points, significantly lower than yesterday. You may notice on your skin it just feels a little bit drier outside today, as dew points are in the upper 30s to low 40s. So a dry air mass is definitely in place, although even if a dry air mass were able to overcome it just a little bit with a couple of these very light showers that are moving off to the south and east, even having one little thunderstorm that was moving from just north of York to the east of York. No lightning currently being reported, but you can see this is now getting ready to cross over I-80 just on the south side of Utica. Also right over the top of York, we've got this shower beginning to move overhead. So just a brief downpour before it moves off to the south and east. Also another one now just beginning to move into Crete right along Highway 33. And again, these will keep moving off to the southeast, but once the sun sets in about another hour and a half or so, those showers will move away. This evening, temperatures are going to drop very quickly, going from 71 at 6, lower 60s by 8, into the 50s by 10. By tomorrow morning, we will be dropping down into the upper 30s to low 40s. It's going to be the coldest morning since May 13th earlier this year, so almost 4.5 months since we've seen temperatures this cool, and I think we will likely drop into the 30s up towards Greeley, Ord, and up towards Albion. Now this morning we got on the chilly side down to 49 degrees, which is what we were forecasting for Lincoln. 49 in Beatrice, got down to 46 in York and Aurora, at least at the airports. Official temperatures coming in from Lexington this morning down to 42 degrees, Albion and Greeley at 43. Ord at 44, report from York of 45, and Aurora 46 degrees this morning. Now, tomorrow morning we'll start in the 40s. It will be a chilly day. Make sure the kids have at least a sweatshirt, if not even a light jacket. As we go through the day, expect to see mainly sunny skies throughout the day. By noon, temperatures only up into the mid 60s, upper 60s, and by afternoon, temperatures topping out in the low 70s. I think we'll get up to right around 73 degrees in Lincoln, which is typically where we should be right around October 2nd or 3rd. Forecasting 73 Lincoln, 72 in Beatrice, lower 70s out towards Grand Island and Hastings. And we're going to keep the dry air in place for the next several days. It's going to feel very comfortable around here by Wednesday evening. Dew points only in the upper 30s. As we go through the day on Thursday, we'll notice the humidity increasing just a little bit, but not enough for you to notice it. And on Friday, Saturday, it's not looking too bad either. Sunday, we may start to notice the humidity coming back just a little bit as air temperatures actually increase back up into the middle 80s. Dew points climb back in the mid 50s, so looking still very nice over the next 7 days. 80 degrees for a high temperature on Thursday. That's ahead of a cold front that comes through on Friday. That will bring us some cooler temperatures Friday afternoon with just a small chance for an isolated shower. 78 degrees by Saturday. Second half of the weekend warming up just a little bit, 86 degrees. 86 again on Monday before another cold front comes through, dropping our temperatures back down into the 70s and low temperatures into the 40s as we start October.
Already October. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, John. Now to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic. Johnson & Johnson is pushing for a booster shot for their vaccine.
They're saying a second dose shows stronger protection. ABC's Raina Roy has that story.
With the U.S. surpassing another grim milestone, more than 675,000 dead from COVID-19.
We have so many COVID patients. We truly don't have beds at times.
Drug makers are pushing full steam ahead, hoping to keep people safer from the virus. Johnson & Johnson saying new data shows a second shot of its single-dose vaccine given 2 months later leads to stronger protection and says the vaccine is still working well to prevent hospitalizations.
This is very good news. This shows that a second shot of the J&J vaccine really substantially improves protection.
This after Pfizer announced a decreased dose of its vaccine is safe and effective for children ages 5 through 11.
1, 2, 3.
They tested it on more than 2,200 children, giving just a third of what's given to adults.
Based on, again, these preliminary results, side effects look good. Less fever, less chills than you see in that 16 to 25-year-old age range.
The company will request emergency use authorization for that age group at the end of the month, with shots in arms possibly by Halloween.
I think it's the best for our kids, our community, for everyone to get vaccinated. And we're definitely going to do that.
A sign of hope as hospitals in areas with low vaccination rates feel the strain.
It's a really serious situation that we all need to take seriously and really try to get under control.
The federal government sending resources and supplies to hard-hit states. And back to the potential vaccinations for children. A new Axios Ipsos poll shows 61% of parents are likely to get their kids vaccinated once they're eligible. Experts say the more vaccinations in younger Americans, the safer classrooms will be. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
A split day on Wall Street, the Dow falling 51 points, while the Nasdaq's up just 32. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
Tonight, President Biden's message.
Finally tonight, dinosaur bones have been discovered in America. Take a look at this. 4 partial dinosaurs were dug up in Montana by a team, though, from the University of Washington and its Burke Museum of Natural History and Culture.
After months of digging, they found hips and legs of a duck-billed dinosaur and the hip bone from an ostrich-sized dinosaur, among other bones. The team is hoping to finish excavation by next summer. So very interesting. John, I know you get into science and all of that kind of stuff, so that has to interest you, right?
It definitely does, getting out and doing some of those digs. I also know they've got a big dig going on in portions of Wyoming right now as well. Around here this evening, a couple of very light showers passing through. We had a couple of rumbles of thunder out of a couple of these to the north of York a little earlier. Once the sun sets here in another hour and a half or so, those will all go away. Most of us, though, should remain dry. Otherwise, cool temperatures, 60s by 8 into the 50s by 10.
All right, thank you, John, and thank you all so much for joining us.
World News is coming up next, and we'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
Closed captioning on channel